So I thought, what is this? So I literally Googled people walking around a black cube.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
And when was this?
A&RE. So this was when I was 23. I go on the pub. I love women. I love all the stuff. I love clubbing. I'm into that. Like, religion is so far off my radar. And you think, God, if I go into a mosque, especially, you know, I've got loads of tattoos and that, and I think they're just going to look at me and go, wow, what's this guy doing? I thought, oh, people think Islam is going to be so hard to convert to. It's going to be such a hard way of life. But I asked myself, I said, well, why is it such a hard way of life? It's because the way I was living before was so bad and wrong that, of course, a change to a healthy, clean way is going to be hard.
So I bear witness.
I bear witness.
That none has the right to be worshipped.
That none has the right to be worshipped.
But Allah.
But Allah.
And I bear witness.
And I bear witness.
That Muhammad.
That Muhammad.
Is his last and final.
Is his last and final messenger.
Allah. Rahmatullahi barakatuhu. We're here again in the park, inshallah. Usually I'm here every 4 weeks. This time I've come after 2 weeks. The reason I've come after 2 weeks is because George here has joined us and Jordan has joined us. We've brought George over to Shahada Corner, which we like to call it now. It's become a bit of a habit where we can isolate away from all the craziness over there and that we can relax and we can have a conversation without people butting in. Okay. First thing I'd like to say though, because the last video with Angela, we've had people saying, oh, poor girl, she couldn't answer you, and these people are vulnerable. Let me just make something clear. My man George here, Jordan and Angela, they've all watched all of the videos, every single video, some 2 or 3 times. And they've seen that the people have no alternative to Islam. They've realised Islam is the truth. So after watching all the videos, they've messaged me, and I've agreed to come to the park and meet them and answer any extra questions they may have before they accept Islam. Now, George here accepted Islam last Monday on the phone, the same day as Jordan, mashallah. Angela, obviously, the weekend before. So basically, we're here today to hear George. How did someone like George, pub going, drinking, women, this, that, go from that, Western boy, to wanting to embrace this religion, where you can't eat this, you can't do that, you can't see this, and all of these things, all these conditions. Why would a Western boy do that? So we're going to find out now why George made that move, inshallah. So George, welcome to the park.
Thank you.
Well, or should I say welcome to the madhouse?
Yes.
You've seen some crazies already, isn't it?
Yeah, it's draining. I did say...
everyone is opinionated here.
Yeah.
And they bounce on you straight away.
Yeah.
Like, for example, now, it's the old man just came out of the sky.
Yeah.
And within 30 seconds, he's realising, what did I just say? Actually, this makes sense. Do you get me?
Yeah. I was only here for half an hour and I felt drained already.
Yeah,
well,
that's why I have to have 4-week rest.
Yeah.
All right, George. So what I want to understand, and people obviously want to understand, is how does that happen? How do you go from being a Western geezer, to wanting to be Muslim?
Yeah. So my journey started in Thailand, and I couldn't sleep at night. So I thought I was flicking through the telly channels, you know, you've got some rubbish channels, haven't you, when you're on holiday. So looking through, and I saw these people wearing white, and they were walking around this black cube, and that's my ignorance. And I said to you on the phone, didn't I? I got an A&RE at school. Yeah, I didn't even know what this was, so that's maybe says something about the British education system. But but anyway, so these people are walking around this cube, and there's this, what at the time was, I thought, music, but obviously it's a recitation of the Quran, right? And a call to prayer. I thought, this is a lovely sound. What is this? So I relaxed and I fell asleep. Next night, couldn't get to sleep, done exactly the same thing. Where's this channel? I left it on.
That was your lullaby?
Yeah, that was my lullaby, yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
So I felt relaxed, peaceful. Sometimes I'd have a beer, which wasn't good, over the balcony, and you know, this was the time. Looking over the balcony, and listen to that, man. It was like, what is this? I've got to learn more about this. So anyway, I got home, same situation, couldn't sleep at night. So I thought, what is this? So I literally Googled people walking around a black cube.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
And when was this?
A&RE. So this was when I was 23, 27 now, so that's probably about 4 years ago. 4 years ago, so yeah. So Googled that, Islam. I thought, that can't be Islam. I've heard so much things about Islam. I thought it was maybe a Hindu thing or something like that. Yeah. So anyway, so I found, I think it was the Islam channel or whatever channel it was. I started listening to it, fell asleep, and obviously, after you hear the Quran and that, all that, it would go into sort of lectures and stuff like that, and I'd catch the beginnings of them and thought, oh, that sounds quite good. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that, and so on. So I thought, right, I'm going to have to look into this a bit more, because I can't disagree with anything that I'm hearing. So I then bought a book, Islam for Dummies, and started reading that, learn about the 5 pillars, 6 articles of faith, more and more and more. And I thought, wow, this is really good. I like this. And believe you me, like Hamza says, I go down the pub, I love women, I love all the stuff, I love clubbing, I'm into that. Like, religion is so far off my radar. I honestly, genuinely thought maybe I'm starting to go off the rails a bit.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I thought maybe I'm in a period in my life that I know I need to change my life and my ways, but am I going off the... hey, a live camera, I've got a dog running up, so it's putting me off my thought now. So I thought, I need to change my ways. And I thought, oh yeah, maybe I'm going off the rails. And I thought, no, how can I be? How can I be if it's right with what I'm agreeing with, right?
Exactly.
So anyway, it started, I'm a delivery driver as well, and I delivered to a church, right? So this is where it's looking at Islam and the whole religion thing altogether. I delivered to a church and you give me a Bible and some leaflets and to start to learn about that. And I've read about Christianity. I thought, oh, this is lovely. I'd love to have faith like that. But read the Bible, studied Christianity, didn't get it. Yeah. I've always been taught Jesus is the Son of God. Then I'm getting Jesus saying he is God and all that sort of stuff. I was like, come on, man, like, whatever. So I didn't agree with that, and I thought, right, I'm going to read the Quran. I'm going to read it now, because Islam, there's so many negative connotations to it. Yeah. Because obviously what we hear, what we trade in the media, everyone knows, not good. So I thought, I'll read the Quran. Read it, I was like, yeah, okay, I can't. I really wanted to argue against it. Do you know what I mean? I did, and I couldn't. And I thought, oh, what's going on, man? Come on, what are you doing? You're in the pub with your mates one day, and then you're reading the Quran. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's going on? That's it. So, more and more investigations, more and more watching the telly, more and more this, and it came to a point where I was like, I knew this was probably 2 years ago now. I was probably thinking I should probably accept this as the right way of life. And I didn't, because I like my Western, like we were just talking, drinking, women and stuff like that. I didn't want to give that up. I might have to cut it out, I've lost my train of thought.
Well, where did you come across the videos?
So the videos, I probably came across, I didn't even know Speaker's Corner existed until about 6 months ago.
Right, okay, 6 months, okay.
Yeah, probably about that, 6 months, 8 months ago. Started listening to you and I thought, wow, this guy, I can relate to him. You know what I mean? You're saying, you're like,
they said they see this English guy and he's talking religion and it's kind of...
Yeah, well, people say Islam and you think of Islam and you think of, the hat, the
dress.
Yeah, the dress and everything like that. You think that's just the foreign world. That's nothing.
Pyramids, camels.
Yeah, like desert stuff. Nothing to do with my way of life. So yeah, started watching the videos. Like I say, relate to you. You said you worked at, was it Falaraki?
Yes.
Falaraki, yeah. So yeah.
You resonated. I remember correctly. You said you resonated with my conversion story because I used to pub football.
Yeah, that's it. Which I do. Pub on a football, get absolutely off your face.
Yeah,
and you soon realise this isn't the way of life.
So you see somebody go from doing what you were doing, to actually living the life you wanted to live.
And going, actually, oh, this is possible.
Yeah,
rather than because you don't see too many converts about, and you think, God, if I go into a mosque, especially I've got loads of tattoos and that, and I think they're just going to look at me and go, wow, what's this guy doing, man? Well, he's not.
To be honest with you, this is what West tries to portray. They do try to portray Islam as something alien.
Yeah.
It's something weird. This is why people like yourself, like Jordan, like Angela, are afraid to let their families and friends know.
Yeah, that's it.
Because they're afraid of the reactions. Yeah. Because of the loaded connotations put on Islam.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing that struck home with me. You may have seen it in one of the videos. Was when do you remember? You might be 27. You would have been how old? You would have been like 10. Do you remember the story of the little Sarah Payne?
Yes, yeah.
The little girl?
Yeah.
When she was abducted on the way home from swimming?
Yeah.
Okay. This was, I would say, when someone told me about about Islam, that would never have happened if the people around were following Islam. It was the first time for me at that point that Islam was practical now.
Yeah.
It wasn't a religion and to do on a Friday or a Sunday or whatever.
Yeah.
It was actually, you could actually implement it into real life.
Yeah.
And then you've seen my videos on the 5 poisons. Yeah. And it's irrefutable.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with that. Yeah. Like I said, my tickle is the alcohol, and that's.
Yeah. But like you say, you have a good time in the alcohol.
That's alcohol.
That.
Yeah.
But
you've got to ask yourself why are you doing it. That's why I got to the question. Why do I need it? What's wrong with my life that I need to go down the pub and get off my face and feel great?
You're expected to.
Yeah.
Because everyone else is expecting, because they're doing it.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing it and they're doing it, they feel, are we right or is he right?
Yeah.
Because there's more of them, they'll make you out to be the outcast. Yeah. So anyway, we are what we are. We are where we are, should I say?
I mean, that is it, isn't it? You work.